Hello, 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 Sagittarius. Welcome. How's everybody doing? That was weird. I heard a growl and there's no animals around. Oh well. Alrighty. So let's get going. We are going to be doing the tarot reading for between the 13th and the 19th. There is a full moon. Sorry, that just threw me off for a second. There is a full moon, and that is on the 18th. I am going to be doing a reading on the 17th at 9. You can see the link below there. And if you want to, it is a live chat. You can come in and say hello, tell me where you're from. Love to have you there. Or just subscribe and hit the notification bell and the all button, and that will tell you when I'm on live. All right. So would love to see you there. So I'm going to get going here. So for those of you that are brand new, I have 3 oracles I use. This is Divine's deck. It doesn't get used for anything else. This is for his message to you. Whatever you're coming to tarot about, or you're confused about, or asking about, or trying to make a decision about, this is definitely his message to you. Definitely want to pay attention to that, because that is the key, probably theme for the whole reading. And then we'll do the current energies, future energies. And those future energies are sort of what I look at the astrology part. And it's surprising, not really, but those energies are pretty much the same as divine's, because it is energy. Divine is energy. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love this. Okay. So I see where he's going. So birds of a feather flock together, right? So this is also the number 7. This is about improving yourself. So when we're looking at who we hang out with, who we associate with, you know, a lot of people have a really big social circle. Some people have a very small one. But it depends on how healthy that relationship is. Okay. That is looking at, are these people healthy for me? Is this relationship healthy for me? Is it something that is for me and not against me? Is it someone for me or against me? It's same as birds of feathers, same as their job. Is this something that I should be doing? Is this constructive? It is. Is it helping me get to the next level? Is it helping me to grow in my purpose, my calling? And is it working for me and not against me? Okay, see, these are things that you have to be looking at when it's also about improving self. Your current energy is the number 6, creative projects. It's about spinning that web, how you're doing it. Are you really frigid and unflexible? That is going to really keep you stuck. And being more flexible and having more ability to expand your, not only your knowledge but your wisdom, because that will bring you to know who you're hanging out with, if you should be hanging out with them, okay, or in a relationship with them, or working with them. Because the future energy is definitely, it brings you wealth. It is also the number 7. What did I say in the very beginning? Divine's energy is pretty much the same as the planet's energy, because it is the number 7, and it brings you wealth. So the process of learning who you're hanging out with, why you're hanging out with, if they are for you and constructive for you, or if they're against you, it's going to hold you back on your wealth. What is wealth? Different for every single person. Okay, so definitely different for every single person. That could be health, that could be money, that could be, your spirituality. It could be raising your children, that they are successful and on their own. It could be all kinds of things. What is your wealth? Do you even know your own wealth? This is a time to question it. Okay, this is the creative process. This is the transformation to see if you know enough about yourself. Okay, we have the High Priestess is the first card out. It is the number 2. This is again full moon energy. This is bringing things together, bringing harmony, bringing balance together, on a spiritual level, not on an earthly level. So not on a visual realm, but on an unvisual realm, the unseen realm, which is where spirit lies. Okay. All right. So this is something that is going to be sort of, I think this is going to be an analyzing week for you to really look at yourself and see where you want to go, what you want to do, because there's a lot of work in that. And do you want to stay stuck? Negative mindset will keep you stuck. Frigid, unflexible mindset, stuck. Pride, stuck. Stubbornness, stuck. Are you any of those? Hope not. I hope not. Got to be flexible. Okay. Yeah, definitely. My cards are all sticking. I think it's because I'm having to be in my shop. My daughter's finally done with her term. Maybe I can go back into my office for a few days before she starts her next term. I miss my office. But it's called sharing and sacrificing. Alrighty. Wow. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 number 7s here. Definitely about improving self and releasing a burden. Maybe that is a person, or maybe an attitude, or maybe a thought process. Is letting go of something because you want to manifest more positive, more high energy, more spiritual energy. And that means that stop thinking of the first dimension so much and think about the second dimension. There could be an awakening for somebody, but it is about the Empress, or the High Priestess, bringing that forward, not the Empress. The Empress is a different card. But it's about the number 7 improving. And it is about, you're going to have some choices to make in this next week or two, actually. You're going to have some choices to make, and something is going to try to keep you thrown off. Well, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to not talk to them anymore? Why would you? Why? And the thing is, to not share everything, do things because it is not your journey. When I don't talk about my spirituality out at all, because nobody is going to understand, because they're not at that level of spirituality that I'm at. Now, there's a lot more that I need to learn. However, where I am at, I can see things, and the reason why I do things, they're not going to understand it. They're not at that level yet, or maybe they never will be, because maybe they're still earthbound, maybe they're secular bound, maybe they're we call the first dimension bound, visual realm, whatever you want to call it. And then you're not going to understand that, because I've been there and I wouldn't have understood. And in fact, I had my girlfriend tell me one time years ago, I would tell you, but you just are not at that level yet. And I'm like, who are you to say? See, the negative attitude came in. I was like, who are you to say that I wouldn't understand? And, she tried to explain it. And I'm like, I didn't understand. So, we sort of have to look at things when we make a decision about things. Okay. But at the center of your energy is a really new energy. This is the magician. This is about transforming or growing or making something happen using manifestation of positive love energy, a high vibrational energy, which means thinking positive, removing some of these doubts, removing some of these negative energies, low self-esteem, low self-value. How do we do that? We begin to self-talk ourselves differently. So that is changing and transforming our mindset differently. Again, we become who we hang out with. It may be so very, very subtle, but we become that person, because we have temptations, we have things that get in the way that pull us in slowly. Okay, so you got to be really, really careful. But for somebody, these people that you're hanging with are actually creating something really, really heavy in you, and it's creating you to spiral in a way that you don't want to, because what is divine saying? Wealth is coming your way if you transform your mindset, transform what you're doing. Yes, it's going to take some energy. Yes, it's not going to take long. 21 days. 21 days, guys. And then it takes 21 days to actually begin a new habit, and 63 days, only 2 months to make it stick. And it can stick for a lifetime. Okay. But you have to give up the negative, the low vibrational things that are destructive to you rather than constructive. Okay? I don't know who this is for. There is a message of love coming towards you if you release it. Again, if you release whoever's holding you back is being destructive to you, or this could be a thing, it could be a habit, it could be a job. I mean, people go into all kinds of addictions not even knowing they're in an addiction. For many years, I didn't know I had an addiction to sugar. And then finally, I started watching my diet. And I'm like, wow, I cannot. Back when I was like 18 or 19, and I was my first job at McDonald's, and then I went to go live in Japan. Well, at McDonald's, you can just pop the pop, and you can have a pop whenever you want, kind of a thing when you're in management. So you can. I was having pop all the time, but then when I went to live in Japan, it was like in the middle of the night when I was living in there, and it was like they don't have pop and Coca-Cola and Pepsi like we do. You know, you can just go to the store and get a 6-pack or, you know, whatever. They don't have that there. But at midnight, I'm up craving a Pepsi, craving a Pepsi. So I didn't even realize I was so addicted to the sugar until I really began to analyze it. And I literally, I don't think I got up that night, but I did go to they have, what do you call it? Uh, Vending machines on the street at the liquor store, because the liquor store was probably a mile away, but they're on the street and you can get all kinds of Pepsi and pop and 1 cup sake and beer and everything like that. Yeah, from the vending machine. And I went and I loaded up and their pop cans are like really tiny. They're about the size of a, what do you call those? Rock stars kind of a thing. That's their pop can size. And I would buy a bunch of those because I was so addicted to sugar. Sometimes we don't even know what we're addicted to. I don't know who this is for, to release it. So we have to analyze, is it, you know, is this birds of a feather? What is it that is creating a destruction to me? But there is definitely, this is your challenge card, love coming to you so that you can actually be more flexible, be more open to something new and creative coming to you, because this is your manifestation time. This is a time to change, reset, and grow so that you can have wealth. Okay, somebody's going to say, screw this. So I already saw a couple people log off. It's like, screw this. This isn't for me. Yeah, because they don't want to change. And this kind of tarot is different. So definitely. Let's go ahead and clarify here. I was going to use, I've got my new deck. I don't know if I've shown it to you. It's going to clarify with the new villains deck. It's a fun deck, guys. It's really fun. Here's, I'll show you one of the cards. But it's just Disney, you know, Disney kind of a thing. But it's fun. You'll find me only with very light decks. And a lot of the weight rider decks, that sort of that style, is the original style. And I try to stay with tradition and the meaning. I don't like to go to the dark cards. I just don't. I mean, there's a lot of cards that are beautifully done, but I'm just like, no. The energies that cards bring and the maker bring is huge. Okay, so we're going to do a clarification a little bit differently here because Divine is asking me to do that this way, and I am going to do it this way. So we're going to clarify each card because it may have a different meaning for you. Okay, so with the High Priestess, there's death. And I can understand that. I can see that 100%. I'm like, oh my God, what do you mean? Well, High Priestess is about one of the highest spiritual cards. However, death is just a separation. A lot of people are like, oh my God, death, this is bad. No, it's just a separation. So what is this? Probably a separation from either somebody you're hanging out with that is not for you and they're more against you, or they're not good for you, or it could be also a separation of you in your thinking and your mindset and growing from a lower vibrational thought process to a high vibration. What happens is when you separate, you're saying no to the negative thought process and saying yes to the higher process. So it's a separation. Okay, so just look at it as a separation. Okay. And the Six of Wands, somebody's going to fight, definitely. Somebody's going to fight this. However, if you do the hard work, there's victory. Okay. The Six of Wands is about victory, making it happen, making it work. seeing the rewards, seeing the wealth at the end of the process, seeing that you can be flexible and be open to it, okay? The Four of Swords. So either the temptation is creating you to really be exhausted and tired of the negative temptations. You're fighting yourself. It's like, oh, mash, I wish just this would quit. Well, make it quit. Make it quit. But you allow, some people are allowing things into their life that they shouldn't. Again, birds of a feather flock together. Why would you let something destructive into your life? Don't talk to me that way. I can earn respect. You can give respect, but it also is respecting yourself with the standards and the boundaries and the high boundaries. Somebody is getting tired and tired and tired. They're getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so it's time to make better choices. All right. The 10 of Wands, yes, when you manifest, the 10 of Wands is going to actually release something very, very beautiful. And it's also going to release wealth. Okay. But you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for it. We have the 10 of Wands again because it's releasing a burden. Okay. You've got these side by side. We want to release that heaviness. We want to release that burden. We want to be lifted up. How do you do that? You release and separate with the Death card from old ways that don't work anymore. Old ways, old patterns, old things that don't work anymore. Even our thought process that doesn't work. We're focused in on things that don't matter. We're focused in on people that don't, I don't say don't matter, but they don't lift us up, don't move us forward. Sometimes they're there for a season, they need to go. If they're done, if their purpose is done, then they need to go. Then you need to move on to the next thing. This is all about releasing a burden, releasing a pattern, releasing the heaviness, releasing everything in there. And you've got to listen to your intuition. Okay, the Queen of Cups, intuition. You got to listen to your intuition about that. Oh my God, it's just about release of old and new. This is reset. We're still in the reset time, okay? Because we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have, in clarification, the Ace of Cups. Clarifying that if you release what is not working, what is not good for you, what is destructive, what is not constructive and for you, that you need to release what is against you, it will bring you love, peace, and joy. And I'll tell you, that's a spiritual thing, and it is beautiful. I'm there. I'm there. I used to be very secular, worldly. This is beautiful. This is spiritual. This is beautiful. This is, ooh, don't want to tip that over on my, I'm doing a leather pillow for somebody, and that's our Christmas present. I don't want to tip over the coffee on that. Okay. This is a spiritual walk for somebody. Okay. And the future, yeah. Somebody's just going to say, nah, screw that. I'm going to hang out with these people. I'm going to hang out with them, whatever. Even if they're betraying me, even if they're toxic, even if they're, this is your challenge card to move forward out of that. They're not good for me. They're not, I'm going to keep saying this for you guys. If they're not for you, they're against you. There is no middle. Oh, well, they're just saying that. No, stop making excuses for somebody. If they're not for you, they are against you. Okay, so if they're telling you things or being belligerent or not even, maybe they're just not even being an active participant, then you need to question that and go and find that out if they're going to be, and if they're not, release them so you can have the wealth, you can have the love, you can have the joy, you can have the people that do love you around you, the people that do lift you up and give you the self-esteem and give you the self-value, because you don't want to hang out with these betrayals. People that, okay, thank you. He says people that lie a lot. If it's somebody who lies a lot over and over and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Sorry, it is, but it is. Because if they were really sorry, they would not do it again. If they cheated on you once or twice, oh, I'm sorry, and you are allowing that toxic energy, that's shame on you. That's saying, no, I don't love myself enough to stand up and say, no, this is not going to happen. You're not going to do that to me. I don't deserve it. And even lying. Okay, I don't know who that's for. That is not, that is that devil temptation energy that wants to come and keep you confused and messed up and not figuring out who you should be with. Okay? Don't be so inflexible. Somebody knows in their heart that they should be doing something about a toxic friendship, relationship, and you're not. That's on you. This is time for you to actually get what you deserve. You've got so much wealth coming here. You've got wealth here. You've got wealth here. You've got wealth here. You've got so much wealth. You've got opportunities coming your way. You've got a lot of wealth coming your way. Don't be the one holding it back. All right. All right, guys. That is your reading for the week. Holy Toledo. Woo. This new energy, though, that with the full moon coming up is about harmony and balance. So this is sort of the process for you guys this week to really begin to think about what is the harmony and process, or the harmony and joy I want for my future, because this is the time to do it. We're still in the reset. We're still in our transformation. So begin to think more positive, begin to think, okay, who do I want around me? And maybe your friend circle will become small-minded, because I got rid of the shallow friends. I got rid of the people that are acquaintance who would call you every now and then. Oh, I really wish I was with you, but oh, there's no attempt to try to get together with you. Oh, there's always an excuse not to get together with me. Bye-bye. I don't have time. Time is precious. Time is the most precious commodity on this big ball, this first dimensional realm. And if people don't realize how precious and how wasteful people use their time, it's going to be gone in a fleeting minute. And then you're going to wonder, what did I do with my life? What did I, how did I share my life? Who did I hang out with? Why did I waste so much time? Why did I go into that relationship knowing I shouldn't have been there? Okay, I don't know who that's for. Anyway, do the work, do the process. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful transformation, because the planets are all about bringing harmony and love and very high vibration this next full moon. And I want that for you, because let me tell you, living in the spiritual realm now, I will never go back to thinking the other way, because Divine's connection and my connection are so tight. I can see things and hear things and feel things that I could never do that in the secular realm. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week. Don't forget the full moon reading on the 17th at 9. Please subscribe. Hit the, the bell for the notification and the all, because if you don't hit the all, then it doesn't do that. I also have a new channel coming out in January called Transformation by Divine. It is more of a spiritual teaching, more of getting closer to God, how to do that, how to actually become more joy-filled, more your mountains are no longer mountains, they're just little tiny bumps in the road, and how to have peace and joy in your life. All right, I will talk to you next week or on the full moon. Please be active. Tell me where you're from when you come on. I love it. I love to hear where people are from. Say hello, and just enjoy your week, and we will see you on the full moon or your next reading. Take care, guys. Walk in absolute truth and love. Bye-bye.